Hello, my name is Eric and welcome to Phi Mathematics, and this is our continued conversations on executive functions. This is Chapter 3, Systems, Part 5. And these are going to be maintenance systems, and they are going to be exactly how they sound like. So the first maintenance system that I want to talk about is the wrap-up. So at the end of every session of work, let it be at school or let it be at home, make sure to pack everything up and clean up your workspace entirely so it's ready for the next session. Another system, which would be more on a weekly basis, would be filing from your mobile office, which is your backpack, your binder stuff, any paperwork that is unnecessary to continue to take to school. And you would file this at home in your home office. Hopefully you've set up your file area either in your desk or some kind of box or something like that where you can file your papers. I have seen students so many times literally carrying like a backpack to Everest of stuff, and a good chunk of it they don't need to have daily in school. It's just wasted effort and you're just carrying things for no reason. I wouldn't throw anything away until the end of the term though. So a weekly filing system that could be on a Saturday or Sunday where the student goes through their backpack, they go through their folders, and they take any paperwork, still keeping it in a filing metric of chronological or reverse let's try that again. First, the student should file their paperwork from their binder to the home office and keep it in some kind of chronological order. That way it's easy to retrieve. Do not throw anything away because sometimes teachers forget to give you credit for something or a glitch in the system. And if you throw everything away right away, you have no way of proving that it was done. Wait till after the term is over before things are thrown away. Another system which could be done with the filing is a weekly cleaning. I recommend at least once a week the student cleans their workspace. And if they're keeping everything up to snuff and their daily wrap-ups, there really shouldn't be much picking up and putting things away. It's more like, dusting, vacuuming, things like that. Just make the area look sharp to start another week of success. Another system would be on the weekly basis, check your supplies. Go to your supply drawer, your supply closet, check to make sure that everything is full. If it's not full, go ahead and order. This way the objective is we never run out of supplies, and that way there's no reason to ever fall behind or get slowed down when the student is working during the week on whatever projects or whatever work they have to do. Another system, and this one I see a lot of the students doing this, particularly the Gen Zs, and maybe even adults too, but I see this with students all the time. All your electronic devices, and these can actually even be scheduled automatically, but all your electronic devices at the end of the day, shut them off. This way it increases the longevity of the battery, but when you shut it off, it closes all the programs and it flushes out the RAM. So many times when I'm working with students, particularly now on Zoom and when we're digital, that the student opens up a program and it's just so sluggish, and it was not doing that before. And I asked them when was the last time they shut down their computer, and it may have been weeks and weeks and weeks. Yeah, the RAM is just full and the computer isn't getting a chance to kind of rest in itself. And the reason why I know this is the days when I used to be an engineer and I was working on machines, whenever there was something wrong with the machine, the first tactic we always try is restart the computer. So having a daily system where the electronic devices get shut down is a must for the longevity of the system. That way the objective is the computer, the electronic devices are always going to be at their optimal best for the next day. And this leads into the next one. At the end of every work session or at the end of the day, charge your electronic devices overnight so that way when you go to school the next day or go to work the next day, everything is ready to go. I can't tell you how many times I have had students' computers die on me in the middle of the session and the Zoom blips out. We lose another 10-15 minutes in only an hour session, so 20-25% while they try and set up something else. This also helps manage your cords to plug in your computer. One little simple hack, and I already mentioned this in Chapter 2, is to have your cords plugged into a surge protector, and you can even get little stickies that you can clip your cord to. So when you set up at your desk with your computer, you can the cord's right there and you plug it in. And then when you go to school, just take your computer. Most computer batteries should last a day, just like a phone. And you should be able to get through the day without running out of electricity, and then when you come home, you charge it. And once these systems are going, you never have to worry about your phone or your tablet or your computer dying in the middle of the day. That's why these systems are so nice. And this next system is something I've developed myself, unfortunately, due to the very thing I'm going to tell you not to do. And I see a lot of students do this as well as adults. And this is a simple thing to do that can save you money and time and a lot of pain and suffering. So this system is, wherever you have your electronic devices, if they're on a desk or on a table, whatever it may be, wherever you have liquids, if you're having a coffee or a Coke or a water, the liquids are never any higher than the electronic devices. They are always below it. So I'll give you a simple example. My desk where I have my computers, I never have a liquid on the same level as that computer, because if it falls, it will destroy a computer, and I have done that years ago. It happened to be a work computer, so thank God it was reimbursed, but I felt really bad. The coffee just destroyed it, unfortunately. But now what I do is at home, I have a different table that has no electronic devices on it, and even if it was, it's lower than my computers. That way, if something does happen, yeah, it'll still make a mess, but I'm not going to destroy any electronic devices. These are basic systems for maintenance. And like I've said in the other videos, there may be other ones you may want to add to them. But these are basic systems that can make sure that the student is going to be prepared for the next day without getting tangled up in some just dumb things that are really easy to maintain. Anyways, thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. And remember, enjoy the process. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.